Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna walk around the shop and show you a little bit of a couple of the projects that we have going on today. I know that I've been MIA for a little bit on the channel, and I apologize for that. Just really haven't been motivated or inspired to do a bunch of different things, but I do have an update on quite a few things. So today we'll talk about the D100, we'll talk about the Metro, and I'll show you quite a few other things, including a new project that I'm really excited about. All right guys, so you all remember the D100 project. It is still here, and I do use it. I drive it a lot. A couple of things I need to do is I need to get that gas tank and put it underneath the truck and create some sort of a filler neck above the truck. And then, you know, I've got some things on the inside that aren't exactly as I would have liked them to be, but I am thinking about either redoing it or potentially just getting rid of the truck. But some of the things that I've done is I've painted the dash, I've restored the cluster, all of the gauges work, I've restored the dash pad, put a new radio in there. It's a pretty good radio. It's off of Amazon. Got my EFI set up there, redid the seat, put a new steering wheel in there. Some of the stuff that I need to do is, like, I'd like to put a new rubber mat in there, and then I cannot find this door panel and it bothers. So I don't know if maybe I'll do something custom. I really would like to find a matching door panel to that one, to where it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. But for the most part, really nice truck. You know, it does well, it rides really well. Got the mirrors on there too that I put the other day. Fixed the dent in the grill. Would like to straighten out the bumpers a little bit. Bumpers are still kind of a little bit bent up. And I'd like, if I keep the truck, I'd like to potentially put that in there, which is a Crown Victoria front end, and then kind of do a flip kit on the differential. I did clear coat the truck, so that's why you guys see it shiny. That's by mistake, because I really didn't intend on giving it a shine. I wanted to have like a matte finish, a little bit of a sheen to it, and just to protect it some more. I know I could have patina sauced it, but man, sometimes doing a truck this, you know, this long with patina sauce takes a little while, and then it's kind of oily and sticky, and you know, you can wash it, but then you got to reapply it. So it's kind of like waxing the car every single time that you wash it. So you know, it's a good truck. It gets me around town. I'll show you the engine. I actually rebuilt the motor. I've got some video on it, but didn't do a good job of filming. Cut off my head most of the time that I was talking. But yeah, rebuilt the motor. It's a 318. It's got a Summit 6901 cam. It also has a EFI, a Tech EFI 400 kit on it. Had the transmission resealed. Everything on this thing is working. All the brakes work. So the only thing on it that I haven't given it a lot of attention to is the AC system. It is all still there. All the lines are there, although they probably have to be redone. The compressor's there. I think the compressor needs to be rebuilt. But it's all there. The under dash unit is all there. Up on the roof, clear coated all of that. It's a really solid truck. Just a couple things that I need to add to it. And it'd be really nice, but I do believe that I'm probably gonna part ways with this, and I'll show you in a minute why I'm gonna part ways with it. Again, it's a nice truck, and if somebody's interested, don't hesitate to drop a line or ask. I've got my high school car, which I've got to give it some love. This thing, nobody, you know, the channel hasn't seen this thing yet, but basically it's a 351 with a 6-speed, and it has full maximum motorsport front and rear suspension. Maybe if you guys want to see more of it, I'll put some of that on the channel. Also have this baby. It's a 1964 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia Type 34. There's only like 1,200 of these in the world, and I think there's only like 400 of them in the United States. You guys have seen that on the channel. And then, oh, and by the way, I still haven't dropped the motor from the time that it left me on the side of the road. So I've got to figure that out. And then my wife's 66 split window bus. She uses that for photos. And yeah, that's a pretty good runner. But I'll run you guys around the back so you can take a look at the rest of the stuff I've got going on. All right, guys, so here's the Metro. The Metro is still ongoing. It's got to be one of my biggest disappointments because I really wanted to drive this to the Power Hot Rod Tour, and it didn't make it last year. It ain't gonna make it this year, and not because I didn't try, but because I had some other things that would prevent me from going to the Power Hot Rod Tour. But yeah, we're kind of like in the same place that we were before with the inside. I did paint the trim and everything that you would see, just so it would be nice. I did get the seats done. I did get the motor in there. And I have brakes, I have steering. I have brakes, I have steering. I don't have a gas pedal. I don't have a gauge pod. And yeah, I mean, there's still so much more to do here, and I'll probably add some more of that to the channel. Quite honestly, guys, I kind of want to finish this thing so bad that I don't, you know, I feel like sometimes recording it and making sure that what I'm recording is quality, that I don't necessarily give it the amount of attention that it needs. But here, I'll give you guys a little teaser. I'll start it up for you. Let's see if she wants to crank up for us this morning. Get this in there. All right, let's see. It is it does have a Tech EFI system in it, so let's see if it'll crank right up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so that's she starts up pretty well. Let me disconnect this so we don't kill the battery. And it does go into drive, it does go into reverse, it does stop, it does have all the brake lines connected, all the brake lines are bled. And like I said, you know, it's out here. I've got some tents set up. But you know, it's kind of hard when you're outside, even with the tent set up. It's kind of hard to keep it, you know, dry and to where you can work on it. You know, some of the things that I've got to do is get the 4L60 wired up so that it'll shift. Put an accelerator pedal, and work on all this sheet metal. If I can get all this sheet metal done, I've already got the seats for it. You know, get the last bit of wiring connected and done up, you know, I'll be happy. You know, I spent a lot of time looming this stuff. I soldered it all up. You know, I gave it the gaff tape. You know, I've done quite a bit of work to it, and I like to see it done. And maybe one of these days I'll just kind of like really get after it. All right, guys, I know you saw a little clip of this over there when I walked into the backyard, but this is our newest project. I really shouldn't have bought this, but you know, you're fiddling through Marketplace, and next you know, you see something you really like, and you can't see yourself living without it. So I bought this. It's a 1971 F100. It's another patina truck. Yes, I had the D100, or I have the D100 out front, but this truck has everything I wanted to do to that D100, and it's already done. Like, you know, so it's sitting on 22-inch American racing rims. It is on full AccuAir air ride.
which if you don't know much about it, the AccuAir is actually a system that balances the car out as you're driving down the road. So if a passenger gets in on the passenger side, it'll actually fill the bags on that side a little bit more so that the car is nice and level. It does have, like I said, a 22-inch American racing wheel staggered in the back. Look at the lip on that back. Look at that side profile. So this truck is, like I said, it's on AccuAir. It has a Crown Victoria front end suspension swap, so it's got coil or bag on strut type of situation in the front with rack and pinion, independent suspension. It's been notched in the back, and this is one of the things that I've got to kind of fine tune. First and foremost, I'm not sure if maybe I'm going to cut a little bit or re-notch it and do it a little bit higher so the truck sits a little bit lower in the back. But the back needs some attention, maybe some rhino line, patch the holes, some rhino line. But when you look at the truck, man, what a deal. You know, it's an amazing piece. It's another solid truck. It's got a little bit of rust here and there. Nothing that's crazy. You know, my daughter already kind of named this truck. She looked outside of the window and said, "Hey, is that Dora the Explorer?" Because she read the Explorer part out there, and all I could do was laugh at the time. So we named her Dora, Dora the Explorer. And it's just, man, when you know, I went up to Newport Richey, which is probably about, give or take, 5 hours from where I live. Saw the truck, test drove the truck, gave the guy his money, collected the title, and headed home. And this thing got 25 or 26 miles to the gallon. Now, you may ask, there is no 1971 F100 that came out of the factory making 26 miles to the gallon, but this one does, and it does because it is a diesel swapped with a 3.9 Isuzu turbo engine swap. So it is a diesel truck, and it rides really well. There's a couple things that I've got to do. I'm going to really go through the interior. I bought all the seat covers. I bought the carpet. I bought a lot of little ins and outs that the truck needs for it to be really nice. I've got to patch a little bit of the metal here and there, but this truck is going to be exactly what I wanted to build without me having to put a ton of the work into the suspension, all that other stuff. So I'm really happy with this purchase. Here, I'll show you the engine real quick. So it's got an upgraded turbo. I don't really like the exhaust that much. It's one of the upgrades that I'm gonna make. And then I'm gonna probably detail this whole thing so that it looks really nice. But as I said, it's a 3.9 Isuzu turbo. And it's not really fast out of the hole, but once you get this thing going, it cruises. And yeah, I mean, this is it. It's gonna be an AC truck, or it is an AC truck, but I'm gonna have the AC connected and working. And there's quite a few things that kind of sprucing it up a little bit, but that's what we got going here. Can't wait to get this thing where it's really, really, really nice so we can drive Dora around. And then, yeah, and then when it comes to the Metro, I just have to get after it, guys. If I could just dedicate a good week and a half, and get some help from some friends, like, to put the glass in and to clean it all up, and then to start doing some of the sheet metal, I might even consider taking this thing to Minnesota for a camping trip here at the end of summer. And if I could do that, man, I'd be ecstatic. So anyways, I got a lot of things to do today, but I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch the channel and to get a quick update on all the projects that we have going on. And yeah, I mean, if you like what you see, support the channel. Just click subscribe, hit a like here and there, watch some of our videos, and help motivate us to keep going on some of these projects. So see you next time.